Hey, everybody. Let me wait for some people to come in the building. You know, this is unexpected. I think I put it for like 15 to 20 minutes before. So get in here, get in here, get in here, get in here. Tay is on the air. Let me see who pop into the comments. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you missed the display, then you have to catch the replay, baby. You know how that go. But we came to have some grown people conversation. So let me wait for a couple of grown folks to pop into the comment section. Hey, Lakeisha. Good night, beautiful. How you doing tonight? Tay came to set the stage right and put a couple of things out there in the air. You know, it's good when you put good things into the air. It ain't got to always be negativity, but I'm a speaking. Whoever take it negative, then that's on them. That's not on me, right? Hey, Tony. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Cassandra. Hey, everybody popping in. Take y'all shoes off. Get comfortable because y'all know this is about to be a good one. To the people in the bushes, hello. You know, y'all not always there because y'all hating. Hey, K Brown, Miriam, Mel. Hey, y'all. Good night, everybody. Anna, Gemini Rising. Wait, look at the people popping in. Y'all got me over here blushing. All right. All right. And y'all know it ain't a hidden thing. Tay ain't never worried about coming on camera, baby. All right. I'm actually in here doing the mother thing. I'm doing my baby here. Y'all see the braids? I don't know if y'all can see the braids, but anyway, I'm being a mother while I'm about to have this conversation. Okay? Okay. Let's get into it. I love y'all right back. Listening from work. Hey, Miss Mel. Hey, Devon. Yeah, because we need to look at my moderator just popped in. Hey, Sexy Ray. Hey, beautiful. Did y'all miss me? Because you know Tay don't go live every day, right? I do like the once a week thing, but I make sure when I do go live, it's a banger every time. You know, you're going to get two things, right? Some facts and some laughs. I know y'all like both of those, right? Hey, Ernestine. Hey, Cancer 66. I hope everybody is feeling blessed tonight. We're gonna get this thing right because yeah, y'all seen the video that Tay put out yesterday, right? All in favor that seen the video that Tay put out yesterday, say aye. It was going off of the factors of LATRUTH speaking with Lauren on the phone. Right. It seems to be a debacle, a thing. It seems to be a thing, a tomato, right? A tomato. Some say tomato, some say tomato. It's which one you choose to go with, right? Now, for me, it don't matter what the fuck she said, right? The only thing that mattered to me was that the emotions that was within that video, baby. And that's the thing that should have been most important. Yeah, that part. And I know sometimes, right? I know sometimes Tay be seeing with her ears and hearing with her eyes, right? Yeah, I be hearing with my eyes and seeing with my ears sometimes. But I know on that damn recording, I heard her say, "You welcome, daddy," or dad, basically. It wasn't even with the D. Okay. So for me, if you heard girl and I heard dad, then tomato. My point was the emotion that came with the Vitioto. All right. I wanted to see how many people was actually going to go live and share the factors of the inspiration behind the video, other than the petty, It's always easy to find the low denominator in a situation. Hey, Nina. Hey, beautiful. Listen, I'm here for the kids, all right? I'm here for the kids. And if we are adulting, then the people that is here should be here for the kids too. Because don't get me wrong, Adults is going to be adults, right? Kids just have to deal with adult situations and the decisions that is made from them, right? They don't actually have no control in the decision making, right? So for a bunch of grown A people to get online and debunk the factors of what a girl was saying, focused on the wrong shit versus being focused on the factors that she was even talking to him. I thought they were scared of this man. I thought they did not like this man. I thought they could not stand this man. That video did not show Tay that. And if anybody should have been debunking anything, it should have been exactly that. But that's because people be focused on the wrong ish. Like I say, and I will say it again. Wait, let me go back and see, girl. Yes, even so, them kids know who. Yes, they was calling that man daddy since they was babies. So even if she did call him daddy, what would be the big? I mean, is she supposed to be like, hey, Robert, or Mr. Robert, or is she supposed to now call him LATRUTH? I'm confused. Like, I be seeing a million lives when Robert be eating and they say he be trolling. But what happened to showing the positivity? What about people protesting for the factors of them kids getting back together? At the end of the day, Moe gets to see her daddy because of course they share the same DNA. Miss Bree Lala wanted LaTruth to adopt them babies, but it didn't happen that way because he felt like he was responsible for them anyway, being that they was married. Okay, I signed the document. Anything that comes with the woman, and if that's the kids, then I'm responsible for it. I shouldn't have to go the extra mile if you saying that them kids should still have a father, right? Even though I ain't never seen them until we broke up. What was the luck in that? But anyway, let's talk about the factors of Mosky, like I said, sharing LaTruth DNA, right? So he was able to go into court and fight for her. Just like when things wasn't going right in his first situation with his child, what did he do? He went into a court and he fought for her too, right? He could not fight for those kids because outside of the marriage, they are not his. So once he left marriage, then she took the kids with. It's not like a person was adult enough to co-parent and not involve the kids. Because the way I seen that conversation play out, it don't seem like not a bad word has ever came out came out the mouth of LaTruth to where them kids would be holding some type of grudge against him to where they wouldn't want to be around him. They little sister getting to go to museums and parks and eat out at different restaurants. She getting her hair done. She getting new clothes. Like she's staying in a clean home. And I'm pretty sure she goes home and brags about the things that she gets to do with who? Her dad. Them kids got a dad, but I guess he 1-800 FaceTime. If it ain't 1-800 FaceTime a daddy, I'm confused. Hey, Queen Cassandra. Yes, everything is going great, boo-boo. I appreciate you coming into the chat and spending some time with me. Children will never forget who made them laugh or cry. Believe that. That is definitely the truth. And for me, I think that LaTruth was the only person that gave them something stable. Because, see, people let the internet fool them when they fail to realize nothing on social media is actually real. It's supposed to be for entertainment purposes only. You see my grandbaby, you hear him going, ah, yeah, yeah, in the background. That's real. I can't just stop him from making noise. It's going to happen. But the things people choose to put online, they can actually prevent, right? But the factors of it being non-realistic, it don't make no sense, or it doesn't matter how much money that you're making from it. Financial is not the only thing that kids need. What about a foundation, baby? You could be broke and give a baby a foundation, love, care, concern, okay, endearment, all the things that it takes to be a parent that you cannot pay for. It's the things that's free we not seeing nobody be. LaTruth is, listen, that's because LaTruth is a father. They be acting like he out here practicing for a part. Why is he practicing for a part he already got? Okay. He showed his grace in the situation and what he could do with it. The situation is actually still doing. It's just not producing within the correct way. But he gave a way for it to be able to produce, baby. Even though he sat there and he put a baby up in her, he didn't just leave her with a baby. He made sure she had the things. So, well, he couldn't give a great common sense. Even God couldn't do that. But anyway, he gave her the fundamentals of being able to make a way for herself, to be able to make a way or provide for his child. And that's the best thing that a man could ever do. And he's still active too. I want to see you little baldhead bitches in the background that be talking shit. Show me one of y'all videos with y'all kids. Show me. Show me. Show me, baldies. All those in the background that say, listen, because anybody that's going to promote the factors of negativity, when you see a father with his baby, you got to be bald-headed and aggy, because ain't no way. And even the prettiest person could be ugly if that's what they actions show. If you ask me, I don't care. She don't want the full. Listen, I don't know what she want, but I know what she need, Maya, and she need a foundation for them kids. It's not healthy for people to enter kids' life and leave. All right. The relationship with the child should not only be determined by the relationship of or with the mother, but when you're dealing with someone that is immature on certain or so many levels, then you have to deal with things a certain type of way. He had to go to court and get his baby. He could not fight for the other kids. But I guarantee you, when he first got out of the relationship, he was still taking care of them kids for the like they was his. He was still celebrating birthdays. Who was showing up to school with them? Yeah, Ja went to school for the internet to prove that he was this big stepper daddy coming into place of filling somebody else's shoes. And I guess them shoes was still too big because he's still flopping around fouling up shit. Hey, healing hearts. At the end of the day, LaTruth was there when them kids was crying. LaTruth was the ones that changed them kids' life. He was the one that was talking life into them. If he was giving the mama the speeches to come online and speak into the people, because those was his words that she was serving. Okay, she didn't even want to be online at one point in time. And that's because it was for the factors of positivity. But when it comes to the factors of negativity, we now see her online all the time. What bothers me is why the people over there in the back is not getting on the mother's back for that girl having to be on the phone with a hoodie on and talking to Robert like that. She can't control her own here. Don't talk about my kids here. I'm being a mother. I'm doing my child here right now. Say something. I ain't making 400,000 a year, nor am I running around with a little Richard Poodle wig on, swinging wop baba doo bop the wop bamboo. I'ma sing that shit as long as she got that wig on too. But what I will tell you is, if I was bringing in those amount of dollars, ain't no way you would ever see my kids in a way that wouldn't be correct, baby. Okay. Tay is making it from point A to B. Shit, the kids might miss a shape up a week, okay? We got shit to do. But when you sitting on the internet bragging about people that's beneath you, then everything else with you should be above and beyond. And the kids is the number one thing. I don't play about mine. You see what the border says that's going across my screen? I don't give a damn if I don't get a nail done. Y'all gonna see this new growth all month, okay? Because the point is my kids. So whatever I got to do to make my situation better for my kids to be great, that's what's always going to take place. You're not gonna see me online giving time to a bunch of people that you say is not your equal. I thought we was the little people. If your kids is the big people, show us. Your daughter is wearing a hoodie, but you paying for basketball tickets. Your baby daddy is at a basketball game, and you supposed to be going in labor anytime now. So that's why my title is Kids versus Basketball Tickets. We see what's important. We ain't see. Listen, hold on. I gotta retract the statement because Tay got adult ADHD, right? ADHD for real. Because it be there, but I be happy. Listen, I be on it. But let me tell y'all one thing that I remember, right? Let's get back to that bald-headed tree, right? That bull-headed tree. The other day in my video, I was like, Bree got a tree. Bree got a tree, right? If y'all watch my videos, then y'all remember what I'm talking about, baby, right? But I got to retract that. That was not Bree tree. That was Jonelle tree. I just so happened to look back and seen the blue couch in the background, baby. Is that same blue couch that Pretty Bree was talking about? So you went from a funky mat to a has-been couch. And now you sitting there putting your daddy in front of somebody else's tree to take the credibility. But you ain't up cooking Thanksgiving dinner on camera with your babies. But Moski is out and about. Did you see Miss Season spread? That's real woman things right there. Okay? She had turkey wings with the bone, even though the meat fell off. She had real yams from scratch. That food that you had, that was catered, boo. We seen when you tried to make a noodles. You was making noodles. Jonelle didn't even want to eat your food. You say he wanted you to come over there and cook. No, you convenient. I don't ever want to be somebody convenient. But if you're going to be busy being convenient, why don't you conveniently allow the kids to do what it is that would be positive in the factors of the nurturement of them, the growth of them? Put them in a different, or give them a different outlet. Sometimes when Moski going out, say, hey, you know what? Won't you take the other kids this weekend too? I won't even mind. Now that will show how big of a person you are. These women be in their feelings, talk about data. Hey, it's Treasure. These women, thank you, Maya. These women be in their feelings talking about, oh, I hate my baby daddy. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't hate your baby daddy. You mad you not with your baby daddy. You might hate the fact you not with the baby's daddy. But at the end of the day, no, you really don't. But what I hate is for the kids that get caught in the middle of the street on decisions that they can't make. Because I guarantee you, if at the end of the day, at any point in this transition, if you was to ask them kids if they would like to go missing too, I guarantee you the answer would be yes, 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 and yes again. I stand on it. We grown people. Grown people gonna do grown things, okay? They ain't even convinced her to take that wig off. But they sitting over here trying to convince me what I'm going to be able to say and not be able to say. I'm going to say what I choose to say. But at least I choose to give a word. Y'all don't be doing nothing but waiting for other people to speak and then call yourself speaking or over speaking or debunking whatever it is somebody done spoke on already. Have more talent than that. That's not very talented. Show me what you working with. You know, let me give a lesson, right? A learning lesson. When you trying to go forward, don't spend your time looking back, right? And I'm the type of person, I don't spend my time looking back. Anything that's behind me, I'm not focused on. I don't like bumping into shit. And you know how you're not paying attention and you might bump into something? I'm too focused moving forward to focus on what's behind me. I need to make sure that my path is clear so I could get there. So for all the people that's focused on what somebody else is doing, it's not good to step on somebody else's feet to think that you taking their steps. Even though you might choose to watch the steps, do the things that you see them do to be, how can I say, beneficial to their situation, like consistency. You don't have to be a copycat. You can't copy what somebody else do and think that you're going to have the same outcome too. Even though it may work for a short while, it will not be or bring longevity, because you will always have to wait for somebody else to make their move for you to be able to ever move, baby. I don't like for somebody to be able to control my moves. I like to move the way that I choose to and when I want. Hey, Debbie. Hey, 88 Brian, I'm serious. People be focused on the wrong thing. It was supposed to be a whole big thing on some, like, oh my God, LaTruth got to speak to Lauren. And did you see the energy within the conversation? Like, every situation don't have to be messy. I mean, it really don't. Even though we be for the mess and we might be here for the mess and people signed up for the mess, sometimes goodness can come out of it. And if you have a heart in any type of way, when kids come into play, it's supposed to be a different beat to a drum, baby. Yes, child, my sister-in-law. Yes. Miss Caesar did her thing with that food. Hey, Miss Pretty Green Eyes. Hey, Mercedes. Hey, Rebecca. She can pay someone to come to her house and do it. Right. She definitely can. She definitely can. She definitely can. And being that she's pregnant, she's high risk, why the kids got to live a high risk pregnancy too? Huh? Why they got to always be stuck up underneath you? Kids need to be doing kid shit. They need some type of kid like activities for as entertainment. All right. Just being in the house, I can understand if you just know. But if they have a different outlet, give it to them. That's the factors of being grown and being able to co-parent. All right. But when you worried about around your daughter and this, that, and the third, listen, the person that you was with know that you know he not even giving it up like that. He's not just letting anybody be around his kid. So you wouldn't even have to push the narrative, all right? Even though you're the person that allows people to be around your kids, they didn't even have to fill out an application to do it. You know how they tell people normally, listen, I'll get back to you and we'll let you know our answer. Even a job say they'll get back to you in a couple of days. You let a man right in. She wants the other kids go to buy because she didn't took. Listen, it's sad. It's sad because then you throw up their actual dad, but what does he do? What do he do? What do he do other than get on FaceTime with you when you got some bullshit going on with you? What do he do? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay? Because if a person was being active, we ain't never seen him push one of his babies on a swing. We ain't never see him take his kids to the park. We seen him pick them up in the gas station. We did see that Johnny Boy told her that his sugar mama, listen, yeah, she is the sugar mama. I appreciate you. She is the sugar mama. People got to pay attention to the things that matter. And out of this situation, we want to see at least one thing get better. If the adults can't get no better, they choose to keep going on, let them. Grown people can make decisions for themselves. If you choose to do bullshit as an adult, that is your choice. But kids don't get that same option. You know, kids go through breakups too. Kids deal with broken hearts too. Kids go through withdrawal too. Kids go through mental illness as well from the situations that they go through. So you don't think being snatched from certain situations and certain people removing themselves from your kids' lives, it don't affect them in no type of way? You would be selfish to think that if you as a mother could sit there and say, oh, my heart was broke, or I went through such and such and such. And if your kids was there with you, they went through it too. And our kids don't always heal when we do. Sometimes we'll be a little bit more forgiving than our kids will. Just being honest. Yeah, they did tell him he got a good dummy because, I mean, she is. And he even see that she's willing to put him before her kids. And I'm not gonna sit here and just down a person parenting, because that way, if a person can't get better in no area or no other area, you would wish and hope for the fact is that that's one area that a person strive to get better in, and one day hopefully they'll get it. Even though a person is in the factors of still making babies, we gotta be honest, and this is where the non-hate comes in at, right? We all was an age before, but you grow up. Everybody just don't grow up at the same time. You can't expect that when you got it, another person is going to get it within that same time frame. So some people you have to give grace. Now, the things that a person chooses to do when it involves their kids too, it just makes you look at them way different because you didn't think about the kids within the situation. And that's where it just makes you upset because, come on, they don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. Everybody could talk about everything else. That's nice. Okay. Brianna's not the first person to bear children. Shit, I got multiple kids. All right. It's not what you do, it's ultimately how you do it. And as long as you handle your handle, it doesn't matter as long as it's handled. But when you just doing shit and you're not being responsible for the shit or accountable for the shit that you choose to do, that's a whole different ball game. A whole different ball game. Hey, beautiful Blossom TV. She has a lot to learn from. Yes, she definitely does. And that's because, okay, some people deal with mental illness to where they cannot stand to be alone. Okay, people being by themselves can be some people's biggest fight. So they always got to have somebody around. Okay, and within the fact is of always having someone around, they never actually learn how to do one thing, and that's be on their own and deal with the things that come with being on your own, like far as independence. That's why every time she goes through something, the first person she calls is Walter. But she gonna have to stop calling Walter. She gonna have to stop calling Walter. Listen, Bree, take it from me. Stop calling Walter. He's disappearing. His head is definitely becoming way bigger than his body. That can't be healthy for nobody. You out here got your daddy shrinking. Your daddy is shrinking, okay? You say that he's going home or he goes home. Anytime it comes to the factors of you disciplining the kids and he don't agree with it. Well, if the real daddy was allowed to go home because he didn't agree with you and never come back, how you even going to speak on Walter doing that? All right? Walter needs a break. All right? Walter watch you in your relationships. He said he don't even want him a black woman. She said she be telling a story about his Chinese woman. At the end of the day, she got him warding off all black women from now to the next eternity. He said, give me a Chinese bitch, please. Okay, I don't even give a damn if she don't speak English. We could just sit there and go watch to each other, and not even on no racist shit, on some loving shit. Okay, because this black bitch I know is crazy. And if I got any chances of running into anything older like my daughter, listen, it's over for Walter. We're going to have to free Walter. All right? Free Walter. Hashtag free Walter. Walter head is growing and his body is shrinking. He tired of her, them kids tired of her, that house is tired of her, that mat is tired of her, that wig is tired of her, these ugly ass clothes she been wearing. And don't blame it on the fact is that she pregnant or you pregnant, that you just wearing shit that's comfortable. No, because when you thought you was gonna go give you some come give me some, you went over there with your little Timu 1-2 outfit, boo-boo. All right, so you can dress when you choose to, but I'm trying to figure out where's all the brand deals. Mm-hmm. I mean, he said he don't want near another black woman from now to the next lifetime. Give me a Chinese woman. Okay, I wish I could put this live right here in different languages just so I would be able to. Walter needs a woman, but he doesn't want a black woman. Brianna has scared him away from the black race. Okay, he don't want no parts. She is unstable emotionally, mental, and them children need to be nurtured. Exactly. The real way. She do not understand. She abandoned her. Yes, she do abandon her mentally, because once a relationship cuts off in her life, that's a chapter that cuts off too. And the kids go according to the chapter that she's in at that point in time. I mean, we could keep it real. Like I told you, when you come here with Tay, we gonna laugh and giggle, but we gonna be facting, baby, because the facts is always what's important. Okay, the truth is always what's important. And when you got common sense, it's not something that is can be bought. It's something that's a given, and it's always something. Is also something everybody hasn't got. Yeah, healing hearts. The Timu wig. She got me mad. She got me mad. Listen, take a braid. Y'all be talking about my braids is homemade. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. But if you need to holler at me, then maybe I can help you too. At the end of the day, I won't have your baby running around with no hood on, boo boo. I can guarantee you that. And let's get into that too. All right. I don't know who don't know Tay by now, but let me do a little service announcement. Okay, now that we here as the adults alone, because Moomoo's going. Okay, she went to get a little snack. She'll be right back. But service announcement. Whoever thought Tay ever cared, don't ever think that I will, because I will never acknowledge anything in the dark because I'm too far in the light. All right. When you moving right, you ain't got time to worry about who going left. I'm not watching nobody else's footsteps, because mine is gonna get me where I need to get. And anybody that's trying to get to something, see, everybody not online trying to just cop a dollar, right? I don't get online to just try to hustle and make my cans clap, right? Did you notice I said cans clap, right? Because they feel like everybody got to get online as a form of begging. No, that's not the case. Some people actually get online and have some shit to say, right? That's worth saying. And for me, being focused on what the next person ever think about me, say about me, or come behind me. Notice I said behind me, right? Because while other people is watching other people, they numbers is staying stuck. Because even if the subscribers don't notice that you full of shit, YouTube did. And while you watching me, my numbers is growing, baby, because I'm doing what I came and what I'm supposed to do. And that's to give you a view, right? YouTube, right? You bring you and you give the best of you, but you also supposed to bring some type of knowledge with you. Anybody can sit and beg for $1. We see the bums do it outside on the corners every day. I mean, let's just be honest, baby. But when you know that you really doing what you supposed to do is when your shit is producing the way it's supposed to produce. You're not stagnated watching the next person on what it is that you should do. Is she really pregnant because Ja don't never talk about them? He not. Because he don't realize he get more attention not talking about the babies than what he would actually talking about them. It's all a gimmick. We are smarter than them. We have things figured out, okay? The clout with this pregnancy is figuring out if it's actually even a pregnancy. So anything that surrounds this pregnancy that is a mystery, it's content, baby. And me personally, until there's some babies coming out that poo-poo shoot, I can't say what somebody else got going on, baby, but I know what it is that I think, and you know what I assume. And when you assume, you make an ass out yourself, and I'm not in the business of making an ass out myself. So with that being said, until those babies are birthed, Tay don't know shit. I know we got a girl coming online with a line one day and line no day. One day she got a belly ring. One day she got a belly button. One day she don't. I think her belly changed with the shirts. Like, you know how you could take your shirt off when you take your shirt. When she take her shirt off, the belly come on off. When she put her shirt on, the belly come back on. And it's crazy. I don't know if y'all ever noticed, right? But she been doing this same round belly hand gesture since, right? And I don't know if y'all noticed it, right? Because I got an account on TikTok too. Check for Latte World there, boo boo. All right. I'm over there too. Tay on all platforms. Get at me. Anyway, right? Over there in the TikTok streets on the filter. Anytime the young ladies is playing with the filter, the first thing they do is rub their hand around the belly because it's unbelievable how real the belly actually looks and how good the filter actually is that you can put your hand and round around and rub around the belly, which you could be rubbing your flat belly. If you think I'm lying, go on TikTok right now, okay? Open the pregnancy filter. Look at you in the mirror. I might do that tomorrow for y'all, okay? And Tay might actually go find her a baby. I know I got enough. They probably like, bitch, you got enough kids. Okay, and do. And I can go and get me a TikTok baby too. I'm going to go get me a TikTok baby filter. And if you want to see it before I do it, then you can definitely go and see how realistic the filter looks. You can rub your stomach and it looks like you're actually rubbing your belly bump, even though your stomach is flat as fuck. Can you believe it? Listen, if they got AI online making bitches look better, you mean to tell me they can't come with a pregnant belly and make it realistic? I mean, I don't know. They even talked about Jesus. So talking about me ain't gonna get you nowhere. Remember, I'm the one who decided. I think I show my face online more than anybody. Okay? I'm the colorful girl, the unicorn. Everybody likes that. And if you don't, I wouldn't know it any goddamn way. Down south, I kind of thought that also, but Robert loved Lauren for doing that because, right. Am I right or am I wrong? If she really wanted to just surprise Mosky, right? Mosky had to go home, right? She would have seen the picture hanging on the wall once she got home, right? But for her to call her while she was with him, that also shows that she didn't only want Mosky to see the picture on the wall, she wanted him to see the picture on the wall too. Because the conversation was between the three, it wasn't between the two. Absolutely. With the line, right? With the line or without, it depends. It's any given day. Any given day. It depends on what angle you choose to catch up from, baby. And we some have had the blessing of having multiple children, right? And with the blessing of having multiple children, many women know, millions of women know. I think we know that no two pregnancies have to be the same. And when you done had surgery done to your body and fat taken from places and put other places, then it's possibly or a possibility that things that used to stretch in one direction ain't gonna stretch that way no more, right? But I, 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 I'm also going to say, as a pregnant woman, anytime that I was high risk, I knew that shit, it wasn't certain things that the doctor had to tell me I couldn't do. The baby in my body told me I couldn't do it. Like walking after a certain point in time, I felt like my cootie was dragging on the floor. So imagine two in there. I mean, I'm just saying. She the one who say high risk every 30 seconds. Yeah, because you know I'm high risk, right? Yeah, because you know I'm high risk, right? I was thinking about going to the grocery store today, and then I was gonna go to the laundromat. You know I'm high risk, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. We know you high risk, right? Jesus. Jesus. At this point in time, y'all, the only thing that's high risk is that damn wig. That's it. Only thing that's high risk is that wig. But the company she keep is high risk as well. Okay? Because she need to put them kids around some company that will help them excel and also do well. I don't see, even if Robert has been with multiple women, you haven't seen him with multiple women. Okay? Them kids done seen they mama with multiple men. The one that made them, the one that didn't, and the one that was the villain. They got to be a part of all of them. So for me, we want to see them kids be stable at some point, baby. A foundation is what's important. I love to see Mosky on the camera. She's content. Did you get your paycheck? Excuse me. I could have swore that when that baby was made, that both parents came to an agreement that she was going to be on the internet because they made her own personal page. So if you never wanted your baby to be on the internet to engage with the people, you would have been having her running around here like Michael Jackson baby blanket. Okay? We would have been calling her little baby Blanket Jr. Her face would have been no case the whole time. It wouldn't have been a thing. But you could put her online for negativity, but at least he's putting her online and showing positive content. He's showing a father with his kid, and he's not practicing, he's actually doing it. Because regardless to whether we seeing it on the camera, even though if it's a video, we gotta wait for him to put that up, right? He's still with her in real time. He's still doing the activities with her. She's still getting the moment in the memory with him. And still, I think some of the people just be mad because they ain't never had their baby father do that. And I'm not gonna. I'm not saying this in a hateful or a resentful way. Some people some people live their lives through other people's situations, things that may be familiar. It could have been other women going through a divorce while Brianna was going through a divorce. Okay, just like we know it was multiple women that was online that have been, was, or survived from a DV situation, right? Where she chose to play victim, right? And with that being said, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm trying to put this charger in. And with that being said, the characteristics of one is not actually equaling to the characteristics of the other. Another person came online and told us that this person was this monster or this person, but this other person came online and showed that they was this person and this monster. Those grown women, these grown women, they've been in situations where they probably got dumped or their kid's father wasn't involved in their lives. So when they see another, they basically were sitting here lashing out at Robert because they probably can't even have the 2 seconds to talk to the nigga that left them. So they saying the stuff to Robert that they wish they had a chance to say to the man that they might feel put them in the situation that they in, or left them with them kids, or actually did some abusing to them. Come on. Just because your man wasn't great, and a person, this is what people fail to realize. Different parts get different titles. Okay? Me being a husband to you don't got nothing to do with me being a father to my kid. You could say I was the shittiest husband that was known to men. Okay? I'd rather you say I was a shitty husband than say I was a shitty father. I'd rather be a shitty husband than a shitty father any day. Okay? But those grown women fail to, they still failing her every day. They still failing her every day because that's just like a child. If you laugh and you clap and you applaud when they do something wrong, they're going to continue to do it because they feel like they're being rewarded for doing what it is that they're doing or the behavior that they're putting forth. There's no discipline in it. It's not like it was ever no grown women or something. Nah, you know what? A person could say that they didn't agree with everything that Brianna did or Brianna do, but you act just like her, so I won't believe that. Just in an older person form. That's like Bree on coke. Goldilocks over there is like Bree on coke to the 10th power. Okay? She probably was a Bree twin in her heyday. So she definitely relate. Definitely relate. A lot of women have been hurt. And I'm not going to say I haven't dealt with a broken heart before. It's not something that we like to remember, but it's something that we've been through. Some people just never actually get over it. Okay? I don't think that Goldilocks baby father was swinging nobody kids on no goddamn swings. He left those little orangutans right with her monkey ass. And he got going. Okay? And then poor Jay. All right? That's what I'm gonna say. Look at the type of people that's even defending. Okay, there's no loyalty within themselves. And I'm gonna just be honest. People go, "Oh, I'm from this place or I'm from that place, so a person better not play with me cuz da 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 da." Hey, I don't give a fuck if I was from an igloo. I don't give a fuck if I was from Alaska, anywhere. Okay? A place that's not even known on the map. A person still better not play with me. What's the difference? I didn't know that because you was from a certain place on the map that gives you the or that takes the takes away the fact that you could be. No, I don't give a damn where I'm from. I could have been, like I said, from an igloo. Still don't play with me. All right. People come on this line and they play, but people know who to play with. And that's just real ish right there. But let's be adults and not play in fakeness. All right, because we ain't got to be fake. Let's be realistic. People go to work every day in a job or to a job that they hate. I actually love my job. That's not me, right? But people go to companies every day and work with people that they have a dislike for every day, right? But they have no choice but to be there because they have a responsibility. Okay. And outside of those people that is at that job that they may not like, they still have real things going on at home, like bills, kids, and whatever else that job benefits, right? So they still got to take their ass there every day, no matter how much they don't want to. But let's just talk about my case, right? I check into work every day, right? And I'm cordial with the other employees, right? And I come, I do what it is that I have to do. I make sure my job is done, and then I get the fuck on. All right? I don't include myself in no mess, but don't ever get it twisted. Like I said, I don't care if it's from an igloo. Don't ever think that a person could play with me. It's best to keep conversations in the dark. That goes to show you where people heart is at. A person always going to talk behind. That's where you belong, behind me. But the real heart is saying what you got to say to the person and not caring about it repeated. Because a lot of stuff gets said on the back end and wind up being brung to the forefront. And it be such a shock because the person was too pussy to basically show their heart in the first place. I'm grown. If I said something, I said it. That's it. People talk about Bree being fake, but they could speak on Bree being fake because they just as fake as Bree is. They just could basically describe her fakeness from a different outlook because they basically feel like they on the outside looking in. No, you're basically out on the outside looking at twin. Bree doesn't know if she herself tells any. No, ain't no truth. The truth ain't in her. Okay? The truth ain't in her. But I said it yesterday on my community wall. I don't know if you seen it, but I hope you ain't miss it. When you let the devil in, you let the devil win. Okay? And Bree is something that if she say a word, you can't believe it. So if you let it in, woo-wee. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. If she say something, you got to verify it. You definitely got to verify it. Fake, fake, and more fake. Our age was live about 2 hours ago, and he seemed to be down and out while he was out eating. Yeah, because there's always some ish. I wouldn't be surprised if Lauren probably didn't get in trouble from that phone call. Like, oh, da 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 da. Because because LaTruth recorded it. Okay. So what? That's for his memories. If that's the only way he gonna get to see the kids is through a 2 or 3 minute FaceTime phone call, then hey, better remember it. Better remember it. But I don't think that there was anything wrong with it because you could actually see the emotion in the video. So it showed that it wasn't coming from or was from a non-malice place. So I hope that it didn't cause a problem for her. I hope her mammy didn't get pissed. I be hearing them online calling her mommy dearest and stuff like that. But I will hope that, Yes, definitely hit that like button. Definitely hit that like button for your girl Tay, but I'm definitely appreciative for everybody that is giving me their ears right now. Bree doesn't. Right. Let me see the comments. Did I miss any? Definitely. Mercedes, she was younger. That's why her mama put her out at a young age. Yes. Because she been being grown. Okay? And her mama was a pastor preacher. They be saying not for nothing, them little girls that be in the church be fast. And her mama wasn't having that from her ass. If you want to do that type of stuff, you won't be doing it under my roof. You're gonna have to go and do that all on your own. All right. She was already living with the man at an early age. Once she was supposed to go live with her father. And that's crazy for me. How as active as she keep her father in her life, right? Or as active as her father is in her life, you would think that would be the main priority that she would pass on into her kids' life. Is that them having a stable dad too, because that's all she's ever had. But for her to not be able to give them something that she got for free, that's crazy to me. That is crazy to me. Because I don't give a damn how much money you make. That can't make you be a better parent. You can't buy parenting. You cannot buy parenting. Okay? That's something that you have to grow into. And I'm going to just be honest. Even with our first kid, we don't get it. But by the time that second one come around, a lot of the times, you got it a little bit to a science. And then if there's a third and a fourth, then yeah. But each kid is still going to be different. It's just crazy. I could imagine that baby in that house when she be coming from her weekend visits. Like, oh my God, Lauren, we did this and we did that. Robert definitely a real father. He went to any length to get his baby girl with. Yes, they laughed at him because he was outside with the police. I was clapping my hands and applauding him because most men ain't gonna go to those extents or those lengths. Okay, you could laugh at me all you want, girl, but at the end of the day, I'm here for my kid. So if that's funny or if I'm weak for it or cop caller, let me be a cop caller. If it comes to the fact there's something that got to do with my kids, I'm gonna call the cops every time then. It's either that or I'm gonna wind up beating somebody ass inside that house. Even though we seen Jonell want to try to play Bree Gorn, but he never stepped off or around that circumference of that garage. And he sure was singing a different tune once he realized that Bree had locked his ass out that house. uh-uh. You got to give a person credit where credit is due. I ain't got to be a perfect person. Nobody on this world is perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. Sometimes the best way to be perfect is being imperfect because it actually shows that you're real. You're a realistic person. You understand? Anything else is a fake because you're trying to prove to other people that you're great. Let's talk about it. Let's really talk about it. Let's talk about some of the women that actually defend her, possibly wasn't active in their kid's life too. People be thinking that because you could sit there and put up a facade because you buying your kids the latest Jordans and keeping them in the latest this, that, and the third, that makes you a parent. No, that makes you a trick. That does not make you a parent because at the end of the day, where's the parenting? What are you teaching your kid by being able to spend on them? You're not giving them the love and the nurturing that comes with the factors of a parent. So the only thing that you sitting there doing is basically putting up a facade for the people outside to believe that you're a good parent by the things that or through the things that you buy. Come on. What? Everybody ain't get it they first go round, but some people actually figured it out down the line. Some women never figure it out. It's still some women that's right there in those comments and in those chats that defend her the way that they do, and they badass parents too. Because it's not what you do, it's always how you do it. Brianna should have bought tickets for her. Yes, she should have brought tickets to the beauty parlor. Okay, she should have bought tickets to the salon, so that way Lala could have took that damn hoodie off. All right. She should have took or bought tickets to the damn salon, so that way her daughter didn't have to be on the phone with a hoodie on. So that way she didn't have to just be exposed with her hair messed up. All right. See what I say about what's important? That's why I said kids versus tickets. She showed what was more important. And if that girl had a hood on, right, that goes to show you how she looked and spent her Thanksgiving. Because if she had the hoodie on, that's the way her hair was for Thanksgiving as well, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. It's so many kids out here right now that's resentful to their parents because the most they could say their parents did is possibly bought them shit. And they could still sit there and be like, you was never there for me. You was never there. You was not the type of mom that I could go to. You was not the type of mom. Listen, you was too busy living your life to be a part of mine's. Shit, some women had kids and you wouldn't have never thought that they had kids because they was too busy still running the street. They decided that after they had the baby, they wanted to have a life, not before. Okay? That be the stupidest shit that I hear women say. After that, you're like, I want a life. Listen, you do have a life. You are alive. You are living, you have a heartbeat. But how the fact do you decide that you have a kid and now you decide that the life that you choose to live is in the street? Why you ain't get all that out your system and didn't have a baby? Okay? Because now that child ends up raising themselves, right? Or not only raising themselves, raising the other kids that you choose to have. Okay? Let's be transparent for a minute. At the end of the day, I had my first child when I was 16. Who would, what did I know how to do at 16? I barely knew how to wipe my ass right. But I was out there humping around. And when you hump around, some shit will be found. But that didn't mean that when I had my first baby, I just had it all down pat. No, it was trial and error. The shit I did with the first one, I ain't do with the second one. The shit I did with the second one, I ain't do with the third one. Come on, there's gonna be a lot of period dots here because you know Tay got some kids. Now, if y'all want me to go down the list, I will. But as you get older or as you get more mature within the factors of parenting, you learn how to do things and go about things better than you did in the beginning. Okay? Me and my first child was growing up together. Let's be realistic. But I still then was one of those parents, when you see me, you see mine. At that point in time, I thought I had a human Cabbage Patch doll. Whatever I bought me, I bought her. We used to match. And then when she had a little sister, she was little junior within the twin pack. You couldn't tell me I ain't have a set of twins. Y'all gonna dress alike until dress alike no longer exists. They hated that shit too. They was born 2 years apart. Ma, give it up. We are not twins. You tried it, but no. Okay? If I had hoop earrings, my baby had little junior hoops. Okay? If I had this, they had that in a smaller fashion. But they was with me. Okay? I learned trial and error through the factors of being there, not placing my responsibility on somebody else. And sometimes even people that's there, they there, yeah, within the body, but mentally they gone. Mentally they be gone. Mentally, a lot of times when women fade out within a situation or a relationship, that baby or that child phases out with that relate. Why you think mothers are able to say to their kids, you look just like your father. I can't stand your fucking ass. How many kids done had in this lifetime they a mama say that to them? I ain't saying that because I swear all my kids look like me if they don't. I swear. Thank you, Brandy. I'm about to do some more video with the kids too, starting tomorrow. It's about to be Vlogmas. I was supposed to start today, but being that I'm doing moo here and stuff, even though we bought the stuff for the videos, we're gonna do it tomorrow. And I'm gonna just do a part 1 and a part 2. But yes, we're gonna do a video every day, me and the kids. Okay. So if you need some practice with this mothering shit or some tips for those that don't really do it or need to get the hang of it, yeah, watch Tay. Yes, Latte, I had my first at 17. He is not my best friend though. Exactly, healing hearts, but that's real. That's being transparent. That's what living life is about. Trial and error. Okay, but once you realize you made the error, that's where the correction is at. Some people will try to defend the factors of a mistake or wrongdoing. And that means that you don't feel that you was wrong. You just making a reason to make yourself right. I can say, nah, it was a couple of times I fucked up. Okay. Now, recognizing the fuck up and moving on from the fuck up is one thing, but not showing a person enough respect to say the F up never happened is something totally different. That's like a slap to the face. I would never slap my child to the face like that. Okay. I got feelings and my child got feelings too. We ain't gonna always like the feelings that our children choose to display when it comes to us. Okay? But you got to remember, they looking and watching us all the time. They see us in every, how can I say, they watch us more than anybody else. Anybody else. If anybody know that you full of shit, your kids be the first person to know that, the first people to know it. Some even tell other people like, yeah, you know, mom full of shit, right? When they get old enough, some will. My mama did, but she didn't say she hate me. Right. I swear. Some people always say that. Oh, yeah, you look just like your daddy. You remind me of your father. Sometimes the relationship didn't end that bad to where you know it's as bad as a hate thing. But some women leave relationship hating the baby father and putting that hate into the child. Like they can't connect with the child because it just reminds them so much of the father. So they got to pay two ways. Cause that mean they lost two parents at one time. Cause now mommy and daddy together ain't together. I ain't got no daddy. Daddy gone, and now mommy said I remind her of daddy, so I might soon be going too. Cause it might not be long before I get old enough, and she put me the fuck out too. At least he possibly willfully left. I'm just the one stuck to deal with the situation. Your kids grow up. Yes, want to be like you, get fat. Yes, away from you. That is the truth. That is the truth. Her kids, when they get old enough, that will be the first thing that they do is pursue a way of being on their own. They definitely gonna find a way to get out her home. And sometimes not for nothing, it be in some cases for the best. Because then that relationship will go on with nothing but regrets. I'm just gonna be realistic with you. I got two older daughters. You think all my two older daughters, they are grown. They have their own families now. They are on their own. I actually have the luxury at this point in time if I choose, I could go to my daughter's house or they could come and see me. Shit, my second oldest daughter, she about to get some new keys to the whip. What? Ah, no, but the house. It ain't the whip. It ain't the wheels. It's the place. It's the apartment. As a parent, you see and you be proud of your children's milestones, especially when you know that they not being done on or for no other reasons. Hey Tina. Your son is 20. Yes, I have a 29-year-old too. Hey, Eminem, I even see you down there. You know these comments be moving good and fast, girl. If Rihanna wasn't so evil and childish, she let her. That's what I was saying, Brandy. That's what I was saying. That would really show productive parenting. I'm being honest. Everybody throw the word co-parenting around. Half the bitches that's throwing the word co-parenting around don't even know how to co-parent them damn selves. Okay? They got no choice but the parent because they possibly got left with the baby, whatever the situation is. That's single parenting. But if they could have it any other way, I'm pretty sure that they would. But the ones that's given the advice about co-parenting possibly never co-parented not even a goldfish. Okay? They probably the type of females that break up with a nigga and remember that they left a sweater at his house 3 months ago and want their sweater back. Like they'll fight more for the sweater than the fact of having a productive relationship with the man, child, and baby. I'm 40. I'm 45 too, Cindy. Yes, I am. That's crazy. Definitely. I was a teen mom also, sure was. You learn along the way. And that's the point, learning along the way. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn how much people say, oh, content sells and content this and content that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Morals is free. Morals is free. And all money is not good money. And you will never get Tay to compromise herself for a couple of dollars, baby. That's why. And anybody that knows me, and it's crazy because me and somebody that I actually met through the factors of this saga that's very dear to me, I won't tell y'all her name, but we was having a conversation. And I was saying to her, right? Those that support me, support me. I'm never going to put them out there to everybody. I don't need no trophy, nor do I need to have people know that I'm getting something from somebody anyway. That's my business at the end of the day. You ever heard like good coochie? When you getting something good, you a nigga ain't going to tell nobody about it. He don't want nobody trying to hump his girl. Okay? When you get something good, you don't tell nobody. Everything is not for everybody. That's why I don't put everything out into the air before it's come to pass. Because everybody don't want the best for you. Okay? And when you putting other people names out there that's trying to do a blessing for you, you may actually be subjecting them to some bullshit from them just trying to be a blessing. All right, I know what you gave me. Thank you and appreciate it. If it's not put on the front street, then that means that it wasn't for everybody. Everybody don't gotta let somebody know that they getting something just because they getting it. If I want to continue getting it, then I'm going to continue doing what I do to get it. And that's work. Not focus on what somebody else is getting. That still ain't giving me shit. Y'all got to learn how to be a little bit more respectable, okay? And a little bit more conscious of the other or other people. Been and told y'all he's trash when in actuality, yes, dead serious. Real people do real things. And that's the way that it's supposed to stay. Because what's understood should never have to be explained. And when you stand for something, you ain't gonna fall for anything. And I'm never gonna allow somebody to ever trick me out my spot, right? And when you let people know what's good for you, sometimes that thing won't become good for you or be good to you anymore because now you done exposed it. You got to be more careful. All right. Worry about proving something to yourself more so than proving anything to anybody else, and you'll be better off. Okay. I don't want to prove to other people I'm getting money. All right. I want to prove to myself that I'm doing what I need to do and I'm getting the blessings that come attached with it too. I was raised with manners. I still call people Miss and Mister at my age. I don't care if you 3 or 4 years older than me. I was raised somebody that's older than you. You put a handle on their name. You don't sit there. I wish I would call somebody if a person name is, let's say, Linda. Okay, if you it's Miss Linda to me, and I teach my kids the same way. My kids ain't gonna be running around calling. You have to have morals, okay? But it has to be in you, not on you. You can't go by morals. That's why a lot of people don't have them. I feel bad for them kids too, Cindy. I ain't lying. And say I wish, yeah, stay close by to help. See, certain people think I'm sneaky. I am not. I move different. I don't know. Listen, I've learned in this world you can't get caught up in the factors of what other people think. Because what other people eat don't make you shit. And what you shit ain't what other people ate. So who gives a damn about what they think? That's the way I live my life because somebody always gonna feel a way about something that you do. Okay, if you worried about or you focus on about what people think that you are or who they think or feel that you are, please, you'll be worrying until you ain't here no more. Once you know who you is, it don't matter who nobody tell you that you are, because you know better. And sometimes people will tell you that you something different from what you actually is just because they can't handle you how you come, right? When people show you who they are, trust and believe that's who they is. The mouth can say many a things, but the actions is always gonna show through. Okay? And you get to see the actions of people. I've learned what place and which space to put people in. I've learned on this situation in this app, okay? I'm just gonna be honest. You don't make fun of mental illness because mental illness does not mean a person is R word. And there's other R words other than a rape. There's retardation. You don't know who it is that you could be disrespecting. But mental illness is a real thing. And it's people that deal with depression and other type of malice situations every day. So when you putting things out into the air and you saying things that you might feel may be going to hurt one person, you don't know who those is, who what you say, what words you say, and who is they may reach and who they may hurt. You have to be careful what you put out into the air. And I'm a person that actually is on this line to help because I've been there. I've been in spaces where I didn't think that the next day was going to come. No, not because I had an illness and that's what the illness was telling me that I wasn't going to make it. It's because that's what my mental was telling me that I wasn't going to make it. Okay? And sometimes it don't matter what nobody else tell you. If you telling yourself something, then that's what it is. So I had to program myself to think about myself and my situations different. So when you come on this line and you making fun of people that might not be in the correct space at the correct time, you dead ass wrong. I don't condone that. I don't condone that. People get up here and call people all kind of fat bitches, bald bitches. You don't know how many heavy set women you got in your chat that you may be offending by saying that. Okay? Some people is not heavyweight due to the fact is because they eat a lot. Some people take medication. Some people do have other things that's going on within their body that they don't have control over. That is the reason why some things are the way that they are. Okay? Some people have dyslexia. Everybody can't read and write and pronunciate and put things the way that they supposed to be. You don't make fun of people for disabilities and not being able to be mentally healthy at a space in your life is a disability. But becoming mentally healthy again is a celebration. Let's celebrate people that has been mentally broken or mentally been through something. Don't come on this line and act like people got it all together because that's a lie. That's a lie. Hey, Latte and chat, peace and blessings. Hey, is that Kiana with the Q? Hey, girl. How you doing tonight? I'm serious. People will sit there and instead of, yeah, that's right, keep her away from him. And no, if you see a person failing in their parenting, if you on the outskirts, advise them. Don't sit there. It's easy to talk about somebody, but how is talking about somebody making it better? At least in my video, I try to give a person a little, excuse me, a little advice to try to make things right. Chili, I had 14 rounds of steroids because of my car accident. And exactly. People don't know. People don't know. You never know. So you cannot put your mouth out there a certain type of way because you never know what you say, who it can be affecting. Okay, I would never be wanting to focus or be focused on trying to hurt one person and wind up hurting a whole group of people. A whole group of people. Oh, you definitely welcome. I didn't, or let me tell you, some people and everybody, right? Everybody, some people, I can't say everybody because everybody don't celebrate holidays, right? Respectfully. So while some people was preparing their food and getting ready for Thanksgiving, some people were just preparing to be thankful for life within the presence or being present within that day. But you got people that was thankful for things that they overcame an outcome or had a great outcome from. I was thankful for having a kitchen this year. Okay, me and my kids didn't have a kitchen last year. Was we sleeping on the street? No, we was not. Okay, but I didn't have what I have, what I'm sitting here in today. And not only did I have a kitchen this year, the Lord also provided an angel to provide all of the food. I didn't have to pay for one thing. Can you talk about a blessing? So I always say, and y'all gotta believe, that's why I do the support groups and the content creatings. And if anybody's done a meeting with me, then you honestly will get to see. I'm there for the people. I'm not on no time limit. Like, listen, all right, well, what you want? No, I'm there for the comfortability of you. Whatever you choose to ask me, you have free will too. And if you're not comfortable with being in a group amongst other people, because everybody is different, people deal with anxiety. Everybody is not hiding. Okay. Everybody is not hiding. Everybody don't have a reason to hide, but everybody and some people is not in a mental space to be able to be within a group of people. You know how hard it is for some people to even walk in a business and go to a counter and order their food just because they don't like to speak? Like the way you go to sleep at night, please believe me, y'all. You do not have to wake up the same way. I don't give a damn if I was on Section 8 food stamps and anything else that was provided to me. The day that I make it to Section 9, 10, 11, and 12, I'm going to still celebrate. I don't care what nobody say because at some point in time in our life, we all have to live. Okay, that's what make us the people that we is. The shit that we go through and the things that we grow through. If you ain't grow through nothing, you ain't go through nothing. And a person that ain't go through nothing can't tell me nothing. I don't want to talk to nobody that don't have no testimony or no story. Okay, you that means you don't have no history. No history, what you mean at the end of the day, what made you the person that you is today? I know what made me wanting to give my kids the things that I knew that I wanted to completely be. And at the end of the day, I'm going to reach my goal, baby. That's why you see me the way that you see me with my kids. Hello, I have a traumatic brain injury from a car accident. I'm on a walk. I had to learn everything. Right. Right. You don't know whose ears your voice is reaching when y'all doing these lives or when people doing these lives. Okay, you have to be careful who your voice is affecting, and also who your voice can be helping. I'd rather bring my voice online and see who it can help because I know I came from somewhere to get to somewhere else, to go somewhere from where I'm at. So if another person is over there, I can let them know, listen, I did this to get here. And then once I got here, I did that to get over there. And now I'm about to go. Do you understand what I'm saying? Each one teach one. One hand wash the other, and both hands wash the face. People be so busy in being a competition or trying to prove that they so much better than the next person. They don't realize that the person that they should be trying to be better than is themselves. Themselves. And you don't think Rihanna has mental illness? Rihanna has signs of yes. Who wouldn't think that? Anybody that been through, or how can I say, experience life fast at an early age has mental illness, because the things that you was enduring and encountering at your age, your mental was not even ready for. So the traumas that you dealt with as a little girl only became traumas as an adult. And that's a lot of things that a lot of women and a lot of us deal with. You can't just sweep things that was under the rug and think it's still not going to affect things that is. I was just telling my husband the same thing yesterday. You can't expect things that was not to affect things that is, if you don't actually take accountability or deal with it. And some of the traumas that we have or that we forced to live with, we didn't even cause on ourselves. It's something that we was given from someone else. But to take accountability for it means, listen, this is something that I'm going to accept that it happened to me, right? But I'm not going to let it consume me. I'm still going to move forward. We still gonna have our days and ways, because every day don't be a good day. That's why a lot of people, if I do have they telephone number or something, you can ask anybody that speaks to tell you in this chat right now. You every morning when the sun come up, hey, throughout the day, if you too quiet, hey, how you doing over there? I just wanted to let you know I was thinking about you, wanted to hear your voice. And if nobody told you today, I'm proud of you. Some people just need to hear that. And maybe if more people sat there and put their arm around Brianna and actually try to show her what's right, instead of trying to benefit off of her wrongs, then maybe things that actually come to a better solution. Ain't no situation gonna be perfect, but there's a lot of situations that's worth it. Who do they belong to? Where do they fit in? Brianna have mental illness. I think everybody that has a platform should pray for her every day and ignore or focusing on her being. I totally agree. And prayers up for Erica, okay? Because just the fact is of you being able to be in this chat and be a part of this conversation, that lets you know that you are definitely a blessing. And regardless to what you've been through or what you might be going through, it was meant for you to still be here with all that you have came through. Period. Period. And that's why I tell people, you got to listen. You got to be thankful for the two gifts that you get to open every day, because some people going through things where they not promised that that might happen. So if you could be a voice of reason through somebody cold season, let's warm more people up. That's right, girl. I told you. Just like you going to school. What Tay told you, girl, on them late nights when your eyes is touching your nose, call me. Our eyes could touch our nose together. Anything that's gonna help somebody be a better body than what they are, and it's going to help them get to the finish line or help them complete their goal. Tay is all for it. Sometimes it don't have to be financial that you have to give to somebody. Your purity and your personality sometimes can be all another person needs to get through a hard time, baby. I never know who listening to me. And I'm going to be honest with you. Some of the things that I say, I never know until I listen to my live back, because it comes from a pure place. It's not rehearsed. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to say or what I'm going. No, I'm going to come and I'm going to give these people me. And whatever's on my heart to speak is what I will speak. And if it has to come through the door of Bree, then so be it. People people say, oh, y'all use breed to monopolize. If I could use something to monopolize for the positive, why wouldn't I? If so many people is using it to monopolize for the factors of negative. If I know that I got people here listening to me and they here for one thing, before they go, maybe I could get them to hear and listen to something else. Come on, look how many people I got on this live that's able to pray for Miss Erica tonight. You don't know where you at is where you supposed to be. We where we supposed to be at tonight. Right here with Tay. Anything that you heard was what you were supposed to hear. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you in here with me, baby. And anybody that has a channel, okay, this is what I want everybody to do. If you have a channel, starting a channel, promoting something, thinking of something, had an idea of something, drop it in this chat. Okay, and I want, like I said, one hand washes the other, and both hands washes the face. I'm not selfish, okay? I'm not trying to, oh, if a person support me, they gonna support me because they support me. If you came here for Tay, you here for Tay. That don't mean that Tay can't put you on to something else, okay? There's a lot of great people out here in this world that should also be shared too. So if you have a channel, please drop your link in the chat, okay? And if everybody got, or if no, you got a moment, okay, please, everybody go and do each other the service of subscribing to each other's channel, because like I always say, we better together. We are better together. I have a domestic violence or trap with the judging desire. I'm gonna put that up there on the screen. She don't have what she says she have, flying out the country, paying for everything. I'm gonna tell you why. Because people will pay to paint a picture that don't really exist, okay? And that's the picture of happiness. But once people realize that you can't pay for happiness, the miserable is still going to set in. And it doesn't matter how many trips she paid for, okay? She paid for those things to be happy, or what she thought would be happy, or what was going to make her happy at the time. But somebody should have told her happiness is something that you cannot buy. So for all of those older women over there that feel like they be thinking that they dropping jewels, okay, and dropping rocks, straight rocks, pebbles, all right? But they should have told her you cannot buy love. And that's why her love story keeps ending up the way that it is. Something that you love, you give it you from within. It's not something that you can go and purchase. All right? You can't go in no store and buy love. You can't go in no store and buy love. And I don't give a damn how much money you spend on something to make you feel good within that moment. When you buy yourself later on, you still gonna feel empty as shit, because whatever you bought was just for the moment. It didn't fulfill nothing. That's what she did. Couldn't afford to do all that. Right. That's right, Mel. Better together. Hashtag it. All right. And remember, you heard it here first, because people within this situation, they have a problem with being original. It's like a monkey see, monkey do type of thing, if you know what I mean. Now, I'm all for giving grace in a space. You know, I take certain things as a compliment, but some people just don't like to do the work. So they'll wait until somebody else do the work and then they'll just copy it, you know, and then try to take credit for it, that type of thing. But we not into that. Yes, she is ready. I always go back and watch her replay. I'm dead serious. We are better together. I'm trying to help If I'm, don't get me wrong, I may not have 100,000 subscribers or whatever the case may be, but I know I got me, and anything that I can give far as information to somebody to at least help them get where I'm at or past me, then that's what I'm willing to do, baby. We could help each other. You possibly could tell me some stuff that I know or don't know. I mean, you possibly could tell me some things that I don't know. Y'all watch me from the outside looking in all the time. I would never be how can I say, uncomfortable to take in suggestions from other people, like, hey, I watch you on a regular basis. If you It's all about betterment. And when somebody wants to see you do better, be better, about better, they're going to do and put into you what it takes to see the best come out of you. Let's get them 30 more likes. That's probably my cousins in the bushes. They not really my cousins, but anybody that come here, you my family. So don't think that because you in the bushes, I think that you some hater. I'm not gonna sit there and be disrespectful how some people do, like, yeah, that. No, just remember to hit the like button. People will never know it's you. I understand why people do what it is that they do, because some of the things that I see within this saga, I wouldn't want to be a part of either. They don't have to know your name, baby. And I'll never tell. Hey, Terry. I'm happy to see all of y'all came through, though. I really am. That's right. We are definitely better together. Oh, wow, Erica. I appreciate that so much. And you see, that's different. You see what I was just saying, how you can buy love. And what I gave Miss Erica was for free. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that came from the deepest part, which was my heart, because I really want for you to get better and to know that you're not here for no reason. All right? I love you. Listen, I love the fact that you came here to even be a part of the energy I have to give. Hey, Glenda Bride. Hey, Terry Dow, just subscribe to your page. That's what I love. We are better together. Ain't no way we all been sitting around here for months and people got 2,000 and 3,000, 4,000, 5,600 subscribers, and you got moderators in your chat that got channels and they don't even get support like that. That's not kind of cool, because it's free to promote people. Some people, see, that's how you know when it's about just monetary, because people always want you to help them get money, right? But they ain't gonna make sure that they don't want to do too much to put no money in your pocket, or feel like they gonna do something that might take some money out of theirs. This pot is big enough for everybody to eat out of. That's why some people, you should take, how can I say, some type of etiquette from other religions. You see, or what is it called? Habits. Other habits from other religions. You see, when the Africans eat, they don't sit there and make everybody plate. They throw that food in the middle of that goddamn table and everybody dig in. We all as one when we come here, okay? We all trying to eat. It's not one person trying to eat. And if you know that there's a big enough pot, why you trying to hog it all? Why you trying to hog it all? You'll get better, how can I say, a better look about yourself or a better recommendation when people speak about you. Like, listen, I remember so and so. Listen, it wasn't even, but that girl really helped me. That's the gain right there. The gain is in the blessing. Anything else that comes next, that's the extra. That's right. What's for you can't nobody take it from you, Tay. That's what I'm saying. They got it, but people got to be a believer. You understand? And you got to remember that just like you a believer, there's people that will ultimately try to deceive you, because some people, they only show up with certain intentions. And those intentions don't always have to be good intentions. Okay? We know that. But I'm going to tell you one thing for sure and two things for certain. When you believe in the Lord, you ain't never got to worry. Don't ever feel astray. Every day is not going to be a good day, but believe that he's around for each and every one of them, baby. Your good days and your bad days. And some of your bad days is not even your bad days. It's the days that's going to help you get to your better days because you needed some understanding. And if it wasn't something to stop you in your tracks to make you concentrate on the big fact, then what was going to do that? So some things is not a letdown or a loss. Everything that you feel you lost wasn't a loss. Some things was actually a lesson. Some things you needed to lose to get rid of what it was that wasn't no good for you, even if at some point in times it was your damn mind. Sometimes the things that was on your mind was no good for your mind. So you needed to lose that mindset to refresh to get a better set of a mind. You got to know when you grow. You got to know when to grow. You got to know when to celebrate yourself for growing. You not on nobody else's time clock. We ain't on nobody else. Nobody set an alarm and say that you had to be what you needed to be by this certain amount, this time. No, no. You work on your clock. I don't give a damn. We read the book about the tortoise and the hare for years. Okay? They ran the same race. They ran at different paces, but they still ended up at the same finish line. Just like sometimes you feel, oh, the devil will test you. No, the devil ain't the only thing and the only person that tests you. The Lord will test you too. He will put something in front of you and present it to you just to say or see if you ready for what it is that you say that you ready for. Even if it's the factors of peace. Okay, a person can't say that they want peace, but only practice and put things in their life that causes confusion. So God will bring something into your life that he knows is confusion and see how you handle it if what you want is actually your peace. And it may not make sense to everybody. What makes sense to you is not supposed to make sense to everybody all the time because what's for you is for you. And the messages that God sent for you ain't for nobody else to receive. For all of the children, mothers and fathers, everybody need. Yes, you got to keep the faith, okay? And you can't have faith in God and say that you believe if you still questioning, if you still worrying. Believing is meaning that you know that God is not going to leave you astray. Shit. Some people, maybe you needed to get evicted. Some people say, oh, I got evicted. I've been going. You might have needed to get evicted. Maybe you needed to get away from the people that you was ultimately around. And if you didn't get kicked out that house, you would still be around them. Okay? Maybe said person needed, and I hate to say this, maybe some people need to go through certain tragic situations and other situations to protect you in the situation that you in. Oh, why this happened to so and so? If it did never happen to so and so, imagine what so and so would still be doing to you. So, I mean, you got to remember, just the way God put things in place, He removes things as well. And some things that we're not willing to remove ourselves, He will remove for us happily. And you'll be sitting there questioning, oh, well, why this, that? I appreciate everybody for those super chats. Thank you so much. Why this happens? Why this happened? Why that happened? Sometimes you can't question the man's work. You gotta just let it work. And sometimes by the time you get to the end of what was happening, you will realize then why you needed to go through what you went to grow into the space that you needed to be in. If some of us didn't have a baby, what would have made us grow up? If some of us didn't have something to care for, what would have made us be responsible? If some of us didn't have us or have something work or have something that we wasn't willing to lose, what would make us go hard? Oh, well, I'm talking from my soul to your soul, okay? Because trust me, it's coming all from the heart. I'm telling you. Sometimes you can't worry about people being judgment or being judgmental of your testimony, okay? Because sometimes people need to hear your testimony to get through what they going through at the moment. You never know how what you went through could help somebody else with what they going through right now at this moment. A lot of people be on this internet, okay? Okay, a lot of people be on this thing called social media, but your phone is mobile. You can be on social media from anywhere. And that means that you could be on social media from a good space or a bad space. And I'm not even talking about in the physical, I'm talking about in the mental. Okay, and we get to see people on social media every day in a good mental space, and we also get to see those that are in a bad mental space. Okay? But what we rarely get to see that, or we see on an everyday basis that a lot of people don't pay attention to, is how many people is crying out for help through the outlets and what they are in. Okay? Social media is an outlet, is a good outlet to some and a terrible outlet to others. Some people that I'm actually not, how can I say, or have no bad blood with, I actually see them struggling on the everyday basis. And everybody don't know how to accept the truth. Okay? Sometimes people take the truth as disrespect because they don't know how to handle it. You understand? And what you don't know how to handle, you will disregard. And that's why so many things go unnoticed. People will get on this internet, Beyonce's internet, and say that they defending a situation. Okay? Everything don't need defending. And the way people go about defending things just be beyond me, because I rather defend things with power of word and truth or facts of something other than getting on the internet and fully humiliating myself, going back and forth calling somebody that I don't know a pack of bitches. I mean, what she could be a whole pack of bitches. I don't know. A seasoned pack, a Old Bay pack, a chicken bouillon pack. Who knows? But I'd rather sit there and state facts and make a person feel more, how can I say, leave them thinking than sitting there feel any, when you put a person like, when you leave a person thinking, you leave their mind open to other things. Okay, it's easy to be negative. It's easy to sit there and do the name calling thing, but it also goes to show you the space that a mind or a person is in. We could laugh and joke. You understand? Calling somebody a pack of bitches is easy. Monday you could be a paprika bitch. I mean, Tuesday you could be some oregano. I mean, it will actually be your pick. But at the end of the day, outside of joking, you'll never see Tay that way. Leaving an impression on someone is something to marvel at. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. That one, Latte, I truly love your content. Yeah, I appreciate that so much. That one. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I swear I do. I swear I do. And y'all know that, listen, when y'all talk to me, I talk back too. So even when this live is over, if you just feel like hitting me in the comments, it ain't even got to be on a video that I did for that day. You could just pick one to come up in the comment section, baby. If you ever need somebody to talk to, I am here. Everybody don't got somebody to talk to. Okay, everybody in this day and age don't feel like they could talk to people, period, because you feel like you can't trust a soul. All right. And that's why everybody in this day and time is so angry. Okay, because when you talking to yourself, answering and asking yourself questions and figuring things out, at some point in time, that could become tiring. It feel good to hear somebody say sometime, don't worry, friend, you could do it. You know, you could do it. I know it might be kind of hectic today, but you could do it. You got this and I got you. But it's supposed to be, my point of all is supposed to be, it's supposed to be each one teach one. Come as you are. They even made that as a rule in the church because it's supposed to be a non-judgmental zone. And if you a non-judgmental person, I'm not trying to judge the next person for what they got or what they ain't got. Okay? I'm trying to help and see what I can help them get that they ain't got. Even if it's peace of mind. All right. If I can help a person get peace of mind, if that's the only thing that they missing, that's basically like when they say, what do you give a person that have everything? A peace of mind. A peace of mind is hard to come. A peace of mind is hard to come by, and some of us would pay for it any day. But being that you can't pay for it, it's so hard to get. Okay, even when our kids is sleeping, we thinking. Even when we sleeping, we thinking. It don't matter if your kids is grown and moved out the house. Better together. Remember, that's the hashtag. That's Eminem, and that's what the internet was supposed to be for. Yes, to uplift. I'ma just be honest. I got nothing but what are they? How can I say affirmation? If I was to show you my timeline on any site, okay, I make sure I put affirmations, good affirmation, things that when you see it, you know it's gonna make you feel good, or it's gonna make you inspire, or to do better. Not things that you're gonna see in your timeline that's gonna make you feel more bad about yourself than what you actually do. Cut this person off. If this nigga don't such and such and such, that's just the devil trying to set in you. That's just that. You need things that's going to focus on your core. That's it. It's sure not. A peace of mind is not easy to have. It sure ain't. And it ain't. It's almost 12:30, y'all. This conversation has been great. I'm definitely going to be going live a lot more often this month. I'm on a 30-day run. Now, I might skip a day or two, but for the most part, I'm going to be consistent because y'all know Tay be here, there, a little bit of everywhere. Being that I do multiple things, being that, see, because I drop a video about this and then now the vlogmas is going to be going. I do the content creators classes. I got, yeah, I sure do. 1, 2, 3, 4 things that I got in the schedule as of right now. So I do be kind of busy and all over the place, but for the most part, I'm gonna try to give y'all what I can. But I know I got to get up and get these kids up in the morning. I got to do that mother thing. So I got to be up at 5:45, y'all. I love y'all. If nobody told y'all that they love y'all today, Tay definitely do. Okay? And if nobody believes in you, I definitely do. Okay? Here's a hug from near or far. You know you got my heart. Let's get it. Let's go. We better together. I love y'all.